CIA Director Tenet, right? George Tenet. That's the whole thing this week. Was he lying? The 16 words that he said that Bush said the British government has learned that Saddam Hussein recently sought significant quantities of uranium from Africa. And you know, that must have been one of those last minute things they threw in there, like, throw this fact in if it's not going good. It's like, you sure? Are you sure this is what the guy said? Definitely, they know it for sure. Ah, who's sure? Just say it, it's gonna work out, you know? Well, believe me, nobody's gonna know. You're not even saying a country, you're just saying vague things, you know what I mean? But a lot of people are still complaining about it, and well, my opinion is, even if we went to every other country, Iraq, Liberia, Iran, North Korea, we took them all over, took all their oil and made them work at McDonald's, they'd still be doing better than they are. I mean, look at Liberia. I'm worried about our troops. Charles Taylor, the president of Liberia, he's busting it out with a bunch of 12-year-old kids running around chopping people's arms off. You know, we can't send our troops over there. These kids are dangerous. Now, I'm not saying they can be better shooters than our 12-year-olds. They probably aren't, but maybe we should send them over and show them what it's really all about. My first show back, and Patrice O'Neal's already accusing me of hogging. You know what? I can't hog my own show. I can't. President Bush's main justification for war with Iraq was based on faulty intelligence. Does this change your opinion on whether we should have gone to war, Bill?
No, I think intelligence is overrated, you know? It's just a war. Go with your gut. Besides, why do we have all these bombs if we ain't gonna use them?
Patrice!
We should have went to war because they didn't even find a match yet. I don't even think they found a pack of cigarettes. So, look, why don't we just say that bullets were the weapons of mass destruction and just call it a day?
Okay. Great.
Crap.
Well, I knew that if Bush got in trouble, it would be over his faulty intelligence.
All right. Ian!
Yeah, we should have went to war. Intelligence plus CIA plus Bush equals North Korea 2004.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa! No, man, get off. No.
Proud of the guy.
Should the head of the CIA be forced to resign, Bill?
No, I don't think Bush should be able to just, you know, when the heat's on, to just start pointing at people like, well, he made me say it. You know, I wasn't thinking the stuff, I was just reading it.
What do you guys think? Is this a big scandal, or is it just like leave him in and, you know?
Oh, yeah, I think you should allow him to mess up at 9/11, mess up all our covert activities, provide faulty intelligence, and just carry on being the bumbling incompetent that he has been. It's the Republican way.
Wait a minute.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Let me just ask you this, though. How could you really blame Bush for 9/11 and say he messed up 9/11? There was nothing anyone could have done under those circumstances.
That's right.
Don't you feel that's the kind of partisan nonsense that really our country has to get past?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Look, man.
Thank you for asking me that.
First of all, we can't ever be upset with him because, first of all, he stole the presidency, and I'm waiting for somebody to like write his speeches with the word "so what" in them. Who cares? Faulty intelligence, really? So what? We're gonna attack anybody we feel like attacking. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, at some point, don't you think that even having to use the excuse of the weapons of mass destruction are in and everyone questioning it, at some point that was, you know, it's just trying to cater to people and say, all right, this is why, instead of saying, look, here's what's happening, shut your trap, mind your business, go to work, and we'll see you in about 6 months, and those noises you hear will be bombs.
That's true,
But
man.
then why did they go to war then?
Because I have a pickup, and gas was 204. That's why we went to war.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying too.
Yeah, but anybody can say oil, that's retarded. We would have been better off. Why would we have sanctions for the past 12 years on Iraq if it was all about the oil, dum-dums? There's no excuse for that.
Wait a minute,
It's not about the oil.
Wait a minute. Time out. Wait a minute. You know what? Wait a minute.
I never said it was oil either. I just asked, why did we go? He said oil.
I'm with you 100%, except for the fact that haven't we been using oil for the last 12 years? So what's that got to do with
But we
anything?
put sanctions on Iraq.
Chew your cookie.
Excuse me, Cookie Breath.
Yeah.
Dum Dum would like to say something.
You didn't like that, though?
Uh-oh. That messes with this whole
He really called Jeff
You made
McCauley
the claim that the
dum-dum.
Bush family is in the oil business.
Yeah, I am.
And that Iraq has a gigantic reserve of
Right,
oil.
right.
And that the government contracts were doled out to friends of the Bush family and members of this administration.
Oh, not
So
yeah, they got about
what
they got
God
about
is it you're not-
10% of them.
What-
10% went to the Bush family and to Halliburton.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, 10% out of
the
100.
privation
Can you
that they've
imagine how many
suffered?
friends have you hired to open for you in comedy? What do you hire strangers to open for you? Or your friends? You're trying to hold up standards that you don't live by.
That's nice. Way to collect yourself,
This is
smart
just
guy.
scurrilous, vague accusation. I'm not.
The
I hate
opening
the
acts
position.
that I know do not run the free world. There's a
It doesn't
big
matter.
difference. It doesn't matter?
No, it's still. If you're talking about personal, you can't expect personal hypocrisy to not be on a
Of
level.
course I can. He's the president of the United States.
But I'm sorry, but what's new? What's new about him? What's brand new about Bush? What's he
what's
doing
brand new about
different
Bush?
from these other dudes?
Why was he different from Clinton?
Well,
Clinton
he's
didn't.
just saying.
I have a vehicle and I'm willing to
Thank you,
open for
Ian.
you.
Yes, please.
Will open
Yes,
for you.
I believe it's a truck.
That's
the one I
right.
have.
Truck, I do,
You're
and
my
I will
buddy.
drive you to your gigs and open for you.
And listen, let me tell you something, Colin. Only 10% of the openers that open for me are actually friends of mine. The rest I pick from a large pool of corporate openers.
Once again, corporate. You're right. Let's keep away from corporate oil. I'm sure there's another kind. What, a little mom and pop oil company? There's no such thing. Don't pretend that
You
we
don't
don't
let
all
the war
work.
happen. The war is a distraction.
From what?
I don't think so.
9/11 had nothing to do with the war.
9/11
why,
did have something
why
to
did
do
we
with
go?
it.
I know.
That's what I want to know. Why did we go?
had
Because he
nothing to
kept
do
saying weapons of mass destruction. He kept saying that, and now all of a sudden there's nothing
Because
there.
Americans
so,
need
Wait a
a
minute.
reason. He can't just say we feel like it, which is what we did. We went in because we felt like going in. We got tired of Saddam. We wanted him out. and
We got
I
tired.
was not
I was tired.
of Saddam.
12
I was
years.
tired too.
Why were you tired? Guess what?
You weren't
I don't like his mustache anymore, so that's my reason.
Yeah, he
Let's
does.
attack North Korea because they got 87-year-old men driving.
He is irritating. Don't be driving here.
I take exception to Kim Jong-il's Neil Diamond sunglasses and Elvis Bouffant.
And that's
so I think the
that's
time is
the
to
problem
move.
with this country. Why don't you say that's why? Attack him for his glasses. If you're going to do what you're going to do anyway, why have a reason?
Because it's not snaps.
Well, wait a minute. He can say that. There's no black people in Canada. He'll say whatever he wants to you. Ready? Let me tell you something. Ah, now it's over. Oh boy. All right. Well, I guess you might just say that this is. I don't want to make people feel guilty, but my therapist says it's not good for you to leave me alone with these people. So we'll be right back.